Hey, what is up, you sexy beast? GhostSickness Tristan here, and this is Ghostly Advice, a weekly advice series that I do. Now, I don't really talk about the gameplay that often, but this is Castle Crashers with my good brother, my good little brother, and we were playing some Castle Crashers. Had a lot of fun, so I decided to record it, and now I'm showing you guys because, yeah, and Castle Crashers is a fun game. Changes it up a bit. I hope you are enjoying the gameplay. I don't really know. I'm sure you totally came here for the gameplay. Yeah, that's exactly why you're here. But anyway, I'm going to get right into the first email, so I obviously summarized this one. I like this girl. We talk to each other sometimes. She knows I like her, but I don't know how to approach this. She doesn't like me back. She's emo, and we've both self-harmed before. We had talked about it, and I tried to get close to her, but it's like she doesn't even like me back, which she doesn't. I'm going through a lot. I don't even know how to have a conversation. What should I do? So you talked about quite a lot in this email, and you kind of mixed some emails that I've answered before, but I figured I could give you kind of a unique response about some things. So when it comes to liking girls who don't like you back, man, you need to move the fuck on. Like any relationship, like any kind of trying to get a girl to like you or trying to date a girl or whatever, if you like a girl and she doesn't like you back, there's a difference between persistence and being obsessed. Trust me, man, I know that fucking difference. And if I were you, this girl's clearly not interested. If she's barely talking to you, you rarely talk. And yeah, just because you both self-harmed and you talked about it doesn't really give you any closer of a connection than two people liking football or something like that. And as weird of a connection as you may have with this girl, I know you want to be close to her, and you can be close to her. But just tell her that you're not trying to date her anymore. Just be like, hey, you know, I really want to get to know you better. And she may say yes, she may say no. It really depends. She's obviously going through a lot right now. She's been self-harming, and you obviously are as well. And so what I would say is literally go into being selfish. Go into trying to resolve your life before going about trying to date any other girl or trying to make any other girl happy, because you're then again, without trying, you're going to push your problems onto her. So let's say you're self-harming and everything. She's like, hey, what happened to your arms? You're like, blah, 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 I self-harmed because of this. And you're just going to unload your problems and everything like that. And it may cause problems in the relationship. And why I say that is because you're not at 100% mental capacity, if that makes sense. You're not 100% who you can be, who you should be at the time, because you're dealing with depression and you're self-harming, and it's a very destructive behavior, and it's very bad. And I don't know what it's like personally, and I'm not going to speak as if I do, but I know that you can get help for something like this, and you can get it resolved and kind of work through your issues. So what I would say to do is write down a list of all the issues you're having, you know, with your family, with your friends, with certain things going on in your life, about depression and whatnot, and see kind of this list and see what you can resolve, maybe what you can't, maybe prioritize, and try to resolve those problems and eventually check them off your list, bro. Because although you may not be completely happy after that, with less problems, it'll be easier to become happy and start doing things that you love. Maybe it's a hobby, maybe it's a video game, maybe it's whatever, maybe it's making videos. I don't really know. Try to get help with this, you know, talk to a therapist, talk to your family, talk to people who care and want to listen, who want to help you. I don't really know that this girl wants to help you, to be completely honest, so what I'm going to say is help yourself before you try to help this girl, because she's obviously in the same situation trying to get help as well, and I think you guys both completely need it. So when it comes to this, get a therapist, write down your problems, try to solve as many problems as you can in your relationship, in your life that you can. Some of them I realize you cannot solve, and that's okay, and that's completely all right, because we can't always solve every problem, or else we'd be living in paradise. But yeah, when it comes to this kind of thing, that's the way you should go about this, because self-harming, I don't recommend it at all. Please do not do that, man. It's very bad for you, and it's not a great way of dealing with depression or kind of making it a real thing, making it like a physical thing that cannot be really undone to your skin. And that scarring is what I'm talking about. But yeah, that was a pretty serious email. What I would say to that, bro, is just go get help. You need to talk to someone who really cares and who will do that stuff for you and give you the help you need. And this girl as well, talk to her about it, because she's obviously going through a lot, and so are you, and you can both kind of relay your problems on each other if she'll let you. It really depends. But yeah, moving on to the second email. This is not nearly as serious, but yeah, neither are the last two. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy that really serious email, guys, because if you are self-harming or you are depressed or something like that, you really need to try your best to get help, to get people who care, talk to your parents, talk to everybody you know about it. And yeah, I'm going to transition to the second email. Hey bro, so last night I slept over at my girlfriend's house. She said it was okay and that her dad is cool with it. We were watching a movie. She asked if I wanted to have sex. I said yes. I had protection though, don't worry. Her dad got home early and walked in on us. He didn't say anything. He just walked out of the room. I'm scared to back over Go back over there. What do I do? Now, the first thing I would do is, it's probably cooled down by now, obviously, from the time you sent this. I'm sorry, bro. But what I would do is I would talk to her about it like, hey, is your dad mad at me? Has he said anything? Is he angry with you? Did you get in trouble? Anything like that? Is he going to beat my ass next time I come there? And then the next thing you would do is, yeah, I would just straight up go over there. I mean, if he beats your ass, you can obviously tell the police, but I wouldn't be too worried about it, to be completely honest, bro. It's not that serious of a thing, if he's cool with it, like you said, but I really have no idea what he's gonna do. Maybe he'll yell at you, maybe he won't, maybe he doesn't care. I don't know. You didn't specify how old you were or how old she was, so maybe he really doesn't care. Maybe she's like 17, she can make her own decision, fuck it. Literally, you already did. You already took care of that, don't worry. But yeah, so just don't fear, just go over there and just be all ballsy, you know, be confident and don't worry about it. Obviously, he's probably not going to beat your ass. The likelihood of that is probably like, what, 2%, unless he's like a crazy overprotective guy. And if you were like that, he probably would have beat your ass on the spot. So I really wouldn't worry about it, bro. Just go head over there, go hang out with your girlfriend, and make sure she talks to your dad about it first. Maybe she can come clean about it, or just whatever. I really don't know, but all I would say is do not worry about the situation. You'll be fine. I really like, moving on 30 mail. No, it sounds normal, but yeah, I don't know. I answered a similar email via email, but I'm going to get into this one. I like this girl. We bonded really well. I asked her out. She said yes. The problem is that her parents won't allow her to date. I can only hang out with her when it's in a group of like 4 or 5. How can I hang out with her and make her my girlfriend? I'm in the 7th grade, by the way, so I'm not sure if he sent the email 2 times or if this is a different guy. That'd be kind of weird if it was a different guy. But either way, when it comes to parents not allowing their kids to date, it's a kind of a common thing, actually, and it's kind of sad because I've never been in that situation myself. But what I do know is if I were in that situation, is you would either want to keep it really private or talk to the parents about it. And I realize you're in 7th grade, you're not completely old enough, you know, to like pick her up in your Bentley or something. Yeah, because you totally have a Bentley, right? I totally have a Bentley too. So yeah, you obviously can't pick her up and take her on dates or do anything like that, but you can hang out with her in certain things, some way. So what I would say to this is try to date her in private, and you said you can hang out with her in groups, so I don't know, date her in groups and do whatever you can to hang out with this girl at some point, but keep it private unless you can talk to her parents and like, hey, you know, can I go to dinner with you guys? Can I go to dinner with you and your parents so we can sit down and get to know them and know that I'm kind of a trustworthy guy, and you can talk about your intentions with her daughter, that you just want to keep her happy or whatever. You can lie a little bit. This is perfectly okay. Just as long as you, like, you shouldn't have sex with this girl. You're in 7th grade, so what I would say, just be like, hey, you know, I just want to have a cute, lasting relationship with your daughter, and I want to keep it all nice and kosher because I really like being close to her, you know, maybe holding her hand or something like that. They'll be like, yeah, I want to make out with the shit out of her, man. Just so sexy. Oh yeah, and then get tap that pussy. Yeah, right. No, you're definitely not gonna get away with something like that. But try to be as discreet as possible with it. Try to be as sounding sincere, I guess, but don't tell them your complete intentions if you do plan on doing sexual things with the girl. But you're in the 7th grade, you're way too young for that. Don't worry about that. Just keep it to strictly, you know, hands holding, making out if she's into that, or just kissing, just being cute, man. Enjoy being in 7th grade. Yeah, hang out with groups if you can, whatever you can do, really. I don't really care. And talk to her about it. Be like, hey, we want to date in private or something like that. I know it sucks. I know you don't really want to do it, but I really want to be with you, blah, 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 or whatever. Or just be like friends with benefits, hold hands, kiss, do whatever kids do these days. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Ghostly Advice. If you did, don't forget to smash the like button. Let's get this bad boy to 200 likes. I hope we can do it. Remember the fact that I love you guys. Bye.